Oh dear, another no. When's the last time that that was what you felt? To me, it's not that long ago. It does happen all the time. Nobody has a 100% sign up rate, right? But what can we actually do to help us move from a no forward to maybe turning that no into a yes? And especially, even if we can't achieve that, how can we not fall into the trap of this isn't working? I'm doing all the things that I was told to do, and this just simply isn't working for me. I'm just about to give up. So I hope that's not where you're at. But if you are, please watch this video because I'm going to give you 3 tips to radically reduce rejection. Say that 3 times fast, moving forward. Because I'm here to help you take your business online in a sustainably successful way that's also going to feel good from the inside out. So, hello and welcome. I'm excited you're here. In case we've met before, my name is Katrine from bloomwithkatrine.com, and I'm coming live to you from the beautiful Bavarian forest over here in Germany. Please don't be shy. Whether you join me live or on the replay, let me know where you're tuning in from and how you deal with another no, right? Because I think this is a huge one, because maybe you've been told as well, and I've been told that as well, that we want to actually go for no. A no is a moment to celebrate because it gets us closer to our next yes. There is obviously some truth to that, and to all of those other motivational phrases that we get bombarded with in our industry. But at the end of the day, rejection, a no, doesn't feel good. Can we just agree on that? Okay. It is part of the journey. It is something to be expected. It is something that we want to learn to deal with, first for ourselves and then also for our team. Because if our team, if you have maybe one client, or maybe you even actually have one person who wants to create a plan B and a different future for themselves, right? If we set them up with an expectation that this is easy, let me know whether you've heard that before. The product sells itself, everybody needs it. We're not really setting the right expectations. And as soon as the rejection does happen, and it does happen for all of us, doesn't it? Then that's not a very good place to actually help our team member move forward, right? So let's dive on in, shall we? I've also heard, have you heard that as well? That a no is a badge of honor that we can actually like wear. And here's something that I hear often, even from stages, and I do not agree with that. Okay, I just don't. Let me know your thoughts. I'd be interested to know. So somebody says or tells you, no, thank you, that's not for me. I'm not into one of those things or whatever it might be, right? It can be powerful to learn ways of leading a conversation and to some extent overcoming objections. And I've done a great video on that. If you need the link to that, please drop the word link down below and I'm happy to send it to you so you can have a look at how you can actually learn and have a powerful strategy to overcome objections as they come up. But here's the thing. What I hear a lot is they just don't get it, right? Somebody who says no just doesn't get it, what we have our hands on. And while that may be true, that's, in my world, not a reason to look down on that person. Like, they just don't get it. They're not clever enough for something like that, right? I think that that's something that we maybe think out of a necessity to feel better, like we're the ones who get it and they don't, right? But that actually destroys relationships that you've built up over the years, right? And it actually is, I think, part of the reason why so many people in this industry experience losing their friends, especially as they move forward, right? And I don't want that to happen for you because it's not necessary at all. Okay. What I also hear a lot of times is when somebody says no, it's nothing personal. Yeah, but it does sting personally, doesn't it? I know it does for me. And a no is a no now, and it might be no longer a no next week or next month, right? So that's when we send our teammates down the follow up, right? So every week they go like they're gonna call up that person again who's already said no a week ago, right? And here we are, we're calling them or we're messaging them. Always we think that's what follow up is, right? And then we ask them, are you ready to sign up now? And again, it's a resounding no, no, no. And how often do you actually follow up like that, right? I think that's not a very duplicatable thing to do because it doesn't feel good and it's not easy to do. I mean, yes, it is easy to pick up the phone and call somebody, but facing that rejection a couple of times in a row with the same person doesn't feel good, and that's what destroys relationships. Let's not do that. It's not necessary. There's a different way, right? So how would it feel for you to have a way to radically reduce rejection for yourself and for your team, right? So your teammates don't have to go through that very painful experience themselves that maybe you've been through. I know I've been through it, but you can actually learn to have your perfect prospects come to you because they want to know more. How would that feel? How would that change your business and how you feel about yourself and your business as well? Okay, so let's dive on in. Here's my 3 tips. Number 1, let's set up a new person with the right expectation. Okay, yes, it is important to overcome objections. Again, if you need the link to the video where I teach and train you on how to actually overcome them in a subtle way that's going to really strengthen the relationship instead of put it at risk, please put link down below and I'm happy to send you the video to that training. But here's the thing. Yes, we can be excited and we want to be excited about what it is that we have to offer, but it's just not enough. And not everybody is going to be looking for what it is that we have to offer. So we're bound to, at some point, have a conversation with somebody who's going to tell us no, right? And this is not easy, okay? Let's please all stop saying that because we set our newbies up for the expectation that this is easy. The product sells itself. Sharing is caring. Everybody's going to want this. And then they come up, they kind of like wake up from their dream. And that's not a very good place to help them move forward from, right? So let's set them up with the right set of expectations. Objection is real. No is real. And it doesn't feel good, okay? And let's help them, firstly, of course, learn how to overcome objections, very important, okay? But also that we want to be okay with a person who says no. This is not a reason to look down on that person. This is not a reason to stop being friends with this person, okay? So I don't know about you, how you handle that, but I really remind myself, this is not personal. This is not something against me, right? But let's just continue the conversation. Hey, no worries. I'm really excited for what I have my hands on. This is really giving me great results. This is really helping Aunt Nancy do whatever. But if that's not for you, no worries at all. Let me know if it changes, right? I'm always here for you. My door is always open. And what's your plans for the weekend, right? And continue a normal conversation and become and learn who to spend the most of your time with, right? Keep the conversation flowing and going if you feel that somebody who might actually benefit from what it is that you have to offer at some point, keep the relation going, but don't spend most of your time with that person, okay? But not because they're not a valuable person in your life, but because you want to build a business. So during your business hours, spend your time with people who actually want what it is you have to offer. And now that's easier said than done because how would I know? Here's the cool thing, okay? Make sure that you're talking to the right kind of people. Because, and I'm going to use an analogy that a mentor shared with me, and I really like that. Let's make sure that we're not trying to sell the very best refrigerator to an Eskimo or to Eskimos, right? Might we make a sale at some point with 1 or 2 Eskimos? Yes, we might, but really, they don't really need a fridge, do they? Right? So let's make sure that we talk to the right people, people who are looking for a solution to a problem. Okay. Yes, we want to make sales. I want to make sales and I'm making sales, luckily, right? And I hope you are too. But really, we are not salespeople. We are people who can provide other people who have a problem with a potential solution. Okay, let's remember that. That's so huge. So you could have the best refrigerator in the world, but you're never ever going to really build a sustainable business, pardon me here, if you're trying to sell it to Eskimos who don't really need that product. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's think about this. And this might come as a little bit of a shock, and this is my tip number 3. Not everybody is your perfect prospect. Even though you might be very excited about what it is that you've discovered, even though that's what you've been taught to think, even though many people, let's take a different example, maybe many people might benefit from a product that might help them melt the muffin top away. Now, but even if you're talking to people who might benefit from that because they do have a muffin top, that does not yet make them your perfect prospect, does it? Because maybe they feel really good in their skin, right? Maybe they're not looking to actually melt it away. Maybe they like it, right? So let's become clear on that fact that not everybody, though they might be able to benefit from what it is that we have to offer, they might not be looking for our solution at the moment. So these are going to be shocking questions maybe to you, but I still want to ask them. And I would love for you to take a minute and really start thinking about this. Okay, question number 1. Who is your perfect customer? Who is, in other words, a person who's got a problem that you have a potential solution to? Who is that? Your perfect customer. Okay, and number 2, maybe even more shocking, because I was told when I got started, sign up everybody. Just to get the promo, just to get the rank advancement. And I did. And I ended up really with a team of people who didn't really want to build a business. Let me know whether you can relate. That's not a very good place to be, is it? Because you're going to be feeling like you're dragging people over the finish line at some point. That's a surefire road to burnout. Okay? So this is the shocking question number 2. Who is your perfect teammate? Who would you want on your team? And I'm not necessarily talking about a specific person. Again, same thing as with the customer. But what are their characteristics? What are they like? What do they like? And why is that important? Well, because once you have clarity on that, and maybe make it even separate, right? Maybe you have a different perfect customer to a perfect teammate. That might be the same person or they might not, right? But when you are clear on that, you know where you can go on social media to find them. Just like, say, you wanted to do, a vendor booth at 2 different malls, right? And in one mall, say you have some sort of health products, right? So in one mall is all about cheap, rather low quality grades of food, right? That's sold in the shops in that mall. And you have another mall where you have whole food stores and feel well wellness kinds of shops, right? So which mall would you go and put up your vendor shop, your vendor stand? At the latter one, right? Because that's where your people are. And the same thing is true for social media. You can go, and many people teach you that, right? Just go into groups and connect and make new connections and then send them your sign up link right away. Please don't do that. There's a more elegant way to doing this. But know where your people are already. Where are they hanging out? Which groups are they in? What gurus do they follow, right? So you have your perfect mall to go in and to be a person of value, to start building relationships so you can actually start meeting your perfect prospect, whether it's as a customer or as a team partner, where they are at right now. Okay. And then obviously you want to learn how to post, how to give value to your perfect prospect. So they actually love coming back to you. They love your content. And that's when you start building up the know, the like, and the trust factor, which is very, very important because we go into business with people we trust, don't we? Especially in social media. So you want to learn how to give value, and you want to learn how to create curiosity. So you have a few things that make people want to connect with you specifically. Okay. So if you want to dive in deeper, drop me the word perfect, because this is really a huge topic and it can really help you radically reduce rejection if you're talking to people who want to know more. I hope you can feel the potential in that. And if you want to dive deeper into that, please drop the word perfect down below. And I'm happy to introduce you to a free group that I'm a part of, and actually teaching there as well soon, where you can learn more about attracting your perfect prospects to you, whether it's as a customer or as a teammate. I'm looking forward to filling you in on that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful and beneficial to you. If it was, if you found value here, let me know. And thanks for watching. And I'm hoping to see you again on the weekend. Looking forward to serving you then again. Have a great day and enjoy your journey. And never, ever give up. Okay? There's always a way. All the best from Katrine. Bye.